Let's do the late shift.
Wait. Matron, take them away. Oh.
And a warm welcome to one and all. If this is your first time here, I am the big fella that is the Scruffy Trader. And what I'm doing at the moment is helping out the guys in the Scruffy Squad. And I'm going to trade a little bit of the Asian session. And why? Well, two reasons. One, as I just said, I genuinely want to help the guys. And they all have day jobs, and some of the guys are on the different side of the planet as to what I am. So I sometimes like to give them something as well. And secondly, just to show that you can trade whenever. So it's that simple. You know, you've just got to use a bit of common sense. And that's what trading is. It's just common sense. And if you can't grasp that, you're probably, well, let's just say you're going to have a hard time with it. You know, and I'll explain it as we go through the charts and one thing and another. So what I'm doing now is it's about 10:15 at night, UK time. And the Asian session kicks off roughly about 11 o'clock. So I've got 45 minutes to myself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to enjoy a beer because traded in the coffee. It's past 9 o'clock, boys and girls. Surely you can let me have a beer. Well, just one. Maybe it's two. But then again, I'm a big guy, so I can probably do three. Maybe it's four. This could end badly if this gets out of hand. No. I don't mind a Budweiser. I find it quite an easy, relaxing drink. And tonight, it's like Hell's Kitchen here. God's sake, it's red hot. It's not a breath of air. It's very clammy, so definitely need the brain lubricator tonight. So, what do I do in this 45 minutes? Well, first thing I do, I have to start looking at charts and figuring out what I'm going to trade. Now, that's not as hard as it seems, to be honest. Because we are looking at the Asian session, if I just kind of flick this over, I don't genuinely look at my normal basket of products, which is incidentally here. I have these ready for me at any one time, so I've already got a set for my day trades. But today I'm going to start blank. Why? Because the markets I'm looking at need to be relevant to the time that I'm trading. So I want to be looking at markets on the other side of the planet that are open. So the first thing I'll be looking for is an indices. Well, there's two. There's two that I would genuinely look at. So you've got the Nikkei. So we'll have that. And I will look at the Australian 200. Why these two? Well, because they're buoyant and they'll be open. So if there's any movement, I'll be able to see it. Now, I'm only looking for one instrument. And the process is a series of filters. So what's the next instruments that I'd be interested in? Well, I'd be interested in what's actively trading this time of night. So it'll definitely be the Aussie JPY. So we'll have a look at that. Let's have a look, see what else have we got down here. Aussie and US, or Aussie Kiwi rather. So that'll be moving. What else have we got? New Zealand JPY. All right. So I've already got a basket of stocks that I can look at. Now, is there anything else that I can look at? Yes, there is. There are world drivers that trade 24 hours a day, regardless of the country. And that is something like and energy. Oil. Oil trades constantly. So we'll look at oil. So I now have a basket of stocks that I can work with. A couple of indices, few FX pairs, and an oil. So what I'll do now is I'll just spend a few minutes going through them to see if there's anything worth trading that catches my eye. So I can look at this and think, right, all right, there's a strong drive here. Is this going to be a continuation down to these lows? Or is it bouncing off the top of here where it's at and coming back up into here? These are the things that I look for. So I'll sit and I'll analyze them a little bit, and then we'll get ready. So what I'll do is I'm just going to go off camera a bit because otherwise you'll just see me staring at charts and won't probably make a lot of sense to you. But I'll drill these down into what I want to trade, and then I'll switch the camera back on and I'll show the ones I've picked. I'll explain why I've picked them, and then hopefully we'll trade it and look to get, I don't know, 50 quid, 100 quid. I'll be quite happy with that, and just take it from there. All right, catch you in a bit. Okay guys, I'm back. It's just turned 11 o'clock. Markets are starting to open up. I kind of want to watch what's going on for the first sort of 5 minutes or so. Just want to see what the basic reaction is. So let's have a look. Now, I've already been running this up in the Discord, and the markets that I've picked out, there's none of them ready, not really. However, oil's telling me to wait. Now, when it's in a wait situation, I just kind of check it every 15 minutes to see if it tips over. And if it does, superb, we'll have a go. If it doesn't, then it just runs onto the top of the hour and so forth and so forth. Because that's what I do. I check on the top of the hours. The problem I have here is none of the trades are particularly good at this time of night. So that's where my little friend Beer comes in. A little bit of sad music, play on my toys, and patience. And if you haven't got patience, well, it's going to be a long night, isn't it? So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to leave the camera running so you can see the orders being put on. Now, for oil, which is kind of the market of choice at the moment, I'll just move this out of the way. We'll have a little look at it. So what we kind of have is indecision. All right, why is that? Because it really doesn't know what it's doing at the moment, but it is caught on some levels. So what I'm going to do is I just want to watch to see what the reaction is, because it's bang in the middle of this drive. So it can go either way, which is a good thing, because it gives me an opportunity to kind of have a decent look at it and make a valid choice. Now, at the moment, I'd probably say it's going to go to the downside. That's my gut instinct. I think if we pull this out to the 4 hour, you can see the drive. It's had an attempt of a reprieve. That is shown that this reprieve is getting held back. It's pushed up aggressively, but then slammed down. All right, so it opened here, slammed down. The buyers pulled it up, didn't have enough energy to get it any higher, so it stayed red, and then it has opened red, coming down again. Well, that's 4 hours. It's a long time. So if we move this over back to the hour so we can have a look at it, that is the makeup of that indecision. And what do we see within that indecision? Well, you see the initial burst here, but it didn't go anywhere. It was held back, and then got tall tails and red. So I think down seems to be the better of the plays. but I just want to kind of see it. All right. And at the moment, it's not really showing any signs, but the second that I do, I look to put some orders in. Boom, get one money, quit, go to bed, do it all again tomorrow. That's simple, guys. So let me keep an eye on it, and we'll see how we get on. That's it, guys. Job's done. It's cracked well over where I wanted it to be. So as the price is oscillating, just kill it. And why? Because I'm only here to be paid. That's it, you know. So we've got nothing else running. And it's dropped in 240 quid, so that's tomorrow. And as you can see, it's kind of struggling a little bit. It may well push down, but my style of trading is conservative. In other words, as soon as I'm paid, I'm out. That's it. And if it runs, couldn't care less. And this is basically what keeps me alive. One of the things I found with trading through the years is you can outstay your welcome. You can certainly overtrade. And the other one is, of course, forcing a trade. Now, if you're going down those routes, you'll always be on the back foot. So my advice is always just get in, get out, get paid. And it's that simple. So there we go. It was just a one for the guys. I've been chatting with them as we were watching this play out. Listen to my silly music, enjoyed my beer, and now I'm going to go and enjoy my bed because it's 1:05 in the morning and I started work 6 o'clock yesterday morning. So I'm knackered. Right, so as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.